All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Ready Football Podcast. I'm your host, Brennen.
I'm Logan.
And we're back on a Friday. It's Friday night.
Very odd to be here on a Friday night.
Yeah, especially in the new studio. We haven't been in the new studio on a Friday night yet, so.
Nope.
Yeah, it's.
I think we've just been here on Mondays.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think we've had to reschedule much since getting the new studio, and
we really haven't at all.
I'm not sure how I feel about being in here on a Friday, but hey, it is what it is.
If we're in the studio, that means we're talking ball, but like we said, this isn't our normal night. It's been a little chaotic not even a little bit. It's been a pretty chaotic week on my end. So
yeah,
that'll be something that'll get touched on probably at the end of the show here. But
okay, I was just about to ask if you want to do it now, get it out the way, or
yeah, we'll just jump right in and talk ball. That'll be something that we get into and kind of talk about to wrap up the night. But
sounds good.
Like we said, we're in the studio, so that means we're talking ball, which means football happened over the weekend. And holy crap, were there some games this weekend?
Yeah, me and if you guys
on both sides, college and NFL.
Oh, I know. And there was an excellent game last night.
Yeah.
So we may go over, if you guys remember, Monday night. I had a couple friends, Jinx and AJ, with me. But tonight we got the OGs back in the house, so we may kind of overlap a little bit, most likely, let's be honest, about some games or whatever happened.
Since the last time I was here.
Yeah, since last week, we may touch over again on some games that we just talked about Monday with Jinx and AJ. But let's just get into it and see what Brennen has to think about this past weekend's games and the game from last night. Like I was just telling you off air, I kind of crashed at like 8 o'clock last night. Woke up during the night.
Missed a really good ending.
I don't even know who won. I haven't looked at the score. I saw that it was tied at the end of regulation.
It did go to OT, I will say that.
Well, I would think so.
Yeah.
If it's tied at end of regulation, that typically means overtime. Thank you, Brandon.
You're welcome. Football analysis 101.
Mr. Smart Butt over here. All right. So, yeah, I mean, let's just get into it. What do you want to do first? College or NFL from this past weekend?
Like always, man, I think college.
College?
Because college always plays before the NFL does in terms of the weekend. So, I think college is a great place to start. There were a hell of a batch of games this weekend.
Florida State got upset to start the week.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a big shocker.
Yeah.
46-38, Virginia got the win over Florida State. I believe that was in overtime, right? Double overtime?
Yeah, double.
Yep.
Because I remember falling asleep during that game.
Yep, double overtime. So what you saw, what were your thoughts on it?
The only thing I saw was the field rushing. I saw literally nothing in this game. I'm not going to lie to you.
Well, looking at the stats, looks pretty good. But Thomas for Florida State, he went 18 for 32, 254, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Chandler Morris for Virginia, 26 to 35, 229, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. rushing leaders for each team. Thomas, the quarterback, also had 14 carries, 78 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Jamari Taylor for Virginia, 27 carries, 99 yards, 1 touchdown. As a player, is that 1 yard shy of 100 in a game going to bother you? Or are you just going to be satisfied with the 99 a game?
I don't think it's really that big of a deal. I don't think players kind of care that much about it.
You just look better on the stat sheet.
I mean, yeah, but I think really
Deuce Robertson.
Is just winning.
Why does that name sound familiar? Deuce Robinson. Where's this kid from? Pinnacle High School.
Oh, wait. I think I do know that kid now.
Okay, so it's not who I was thinking. Because I was thinking of
Hold on, what position does he play?
receiver.
Yup. I remember that kid now.
Because I was thinking of Deuce that went to Northside a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
So that's not him.
Yeah.
Was that Deuce Taylor?
I don't remember. I was thinking of Deuce Vaughn, that running back from K-State. The small guy.
Yeah, nope. Deuce Robinson from Miami, 20 years old, Pinnacle High School. I'm assuming that. I think, isn't that where you went? Yeah. So, all right. Well, never mind. So yeah, really good game. We always love to see an upset at the beginning of the game, or at the beginning of the weekend, whatever you want to call it. So, what other games stuck out to you? Arizona beat TCU 27-24.
That's Arizona State.
Yep, yes it is.
The one that I watched was Illinois and USC.
I was just about to say that one.
That one was actually a pretty good game. I actually thoroughly enjoyed that one. I thought Illinois was gonna run away with it for a while. From what I was watching of it until the Ohio State game started, and then I switched it to that. But dude, both quarterbacks looked really good in this game Saturday. I mean, Jade Mayava for USC goes 30 of 43 for 364 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Luke Altmaier for Illinois goes 20 of 26 for 328 and 2 touchdowns.
I don't know what else you want.
Both quarterbacks are over 300.
Maybe some defense.
Both quarterbacks threw for 2 touchdowns.
Maybe some defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where's the defense?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah. But really impressed with Jaden Mayava, man. He's looked really good.
Jinx was talking about him to me. I want to say it was all fair.
I mean,
And he's out in Cali, and he said he really likes Jaden, so.
and both of his touchdowns went to Makai Lemon, who had a huge receiving day. 11 receptions, 151 yards, averaged 13.7 yards per reception, and 2 touchdowns. Massive game.
Yeah. Colin Dixon also had a good game receiving for Illinois. only 4 catches, 90 yards, no touchdowns. But that's impressive to get 90 yards on only 4 catches.
Yeah.
What was his average?
Who was it?
Colin Dixon.
For Illinois. 22.5.
Yeah, I mean, what more do you want from a receiver to average 20 plus yards a
Maybe
catch?
had 3 receptions for 67 yards and a touchdown. He averaged 22.3.
14 carries and 60 yards on the ground. So
Like the ending of this game was so insane how back and forth it went, and then Illinois kicks the field goal to win by 1. I mean, by 2. Sorry. I also don't know if I love the students storming the field for beating USC. You were just in the top 10 a week ago. Granted, you got smacked, but
historically, I get it a little bit. Just because historically USC is a really good program. But also, Illinois is historically not that great. So I guess I get it to a sense, but also USC hasn't been that top dog for years now.
since say Carson Palmer, Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart days.
Early 2000s.
Yeah. So I agree. I think this was a really good win for Illinois, though. I think this was a really big bounce back game for them, coming off of what happened to them a week ago or a week prior.
Yeah.
I mean, that was 2 weeks.
And if they can keep that momentum and bring it into Ross-Ade tomorrow.
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
Shut up.
Just saying.
No.
It could
be.
It could be a good momentum push for
No.
Illinois.
No.
So you think you guys are going to beat them?
No, I want Luke Altmaier to suck tomorrow. He had a great game last week. Great bounce back. Not against my team. I don't want to see it.
I caught myself. I almost said something.
Everybody's going to have a good game on our defense. I know.
Wasn't even about that.
Oh, no.
But then after you guys, they host Ohio State.
That could be a trap game for Ohio State. Honestly, not even could be. That will be a trap game.
And then they go out west to Washington. Come back home.
Sneaky good game, too.
Come back home. Host Rutgers.
Murder.
Host Maryland.
That'll be also a sneaky good
Why
game.
did that screen just get so much brighter?
I don't know. Probably moving mouse.
Anyway.
Wisconsin and Illinois.
Yep.
Murder.
And then to finish the season,
Murder.
they host Northwestern.
Murder.
So, in theory, 5,
Okay, so I am curious with Illinois'
6,
schedule.
7.
I was gonna say in
With
theory,
with a couple trap games, possibly, I could see them winning at least 7 games
total or what's left.
total. Because they're already at 4.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. So every game, including tomorrow's game at Purdue, every game that's left on the schedule that hasn't been played yet, how many of these games are you taking or are you favoring Illinois in? Be honest. From what you've seen so far to this point in the season, how many games are you saying Illinois is favored in with what's remaining on their schedule? Because I'm I'm looking at this right now.
5 out of 7.
Okay, if I'm being fully realistic here, I'm looking at these last games. You said it's how many? 7?
Yeah.
These last 7 games: Purdue, Ohio State, Washington, Rutgers, Maryland, Wisconsin, and Northwestern. Okay? I'm going to be full-on brutally honest. Illinois is already favored against Purdue. So that's not even, I can't even debate that one. Ohio State will be favored against Illinois.
But going into Illinois, especially if they can keep this momentum going, Ohio State hasn't looked great.
And that's what I was just about to say. Ohio State looks like they're maybe in 4th gear. They look like they could hit at least another 2 or 3 gears.
Jeremiah Smith could hit another 2 or 3 gears by himself. He's not playing great. He's had a couple games,
and neither is Julian Sayin either.
But that's kind of expected coming from a super young quarterback.
Now I do want to rephrase this, because I'm not saying Julian Sayin has not played great or good. He has played really well.
Yeah,
he has done everything that they have needed him to do to win football games. What I'm saying is,
the games are a lot closer than what they should be.
Not even that. I think the talent level is far greater than what has been seen on the field.
Yeah.
So I will say, like we mentioned, Ohio State doesn't even look like they're at their final gear. They look like they could hit another 2 to 3 strides.
If Illinois comes out, punches them in the mouth, get a couple quick scores, lead on them.
Like a quick 14-0 lead.
Hey, Ohio State may be rocked. We may get an upset.
Look out. Okay, so I'm saying Ohio State is favored against Illinois. So that's 1-1. Washington and Illinois, I'm going to say Washington is favored because I think Washington is a better football team. I honestly like Washington.
When they play at home, that atmosphere,
Exactly. Washington's atmosphere is also second to none, too. But I also do like Washington's offense. Washington's offense before the Ohio State game was the second-ranked scoring offense in the country. Mm-hmm. It was 56 points a game. It was insane.
Who did they really play?
I mean, understandable, but that's also what you're supposed to do against those teams. And the most surprising thing that we didn't even talk about last week, they didn't receive a single AP Top 25 vote. What are we doing? That's a joke. I'm not even going to open that rabbit hole because we could be here another 2 hours just talking about that alone.
Please don't.
No, I'm not going to. So Washington will be favored over Illinois. So that's 1 and 2. Rutgers and Illinois, give me Illinois at home. Illinois and Maryland, that's Illinois at home. So that's how many now?
3 to
3 and 2? Yeah. Wisconsin and Illinois, that's at Camp Randall. Could be a sneaky good atmosphere for that one, but I still like Illinois. Wisconsin is just not a good football team. They're not. I'm going to be brutally honest. And their quarterback injuries have really plagued Luke Fickell's tenure there. Mm-hmm. It's really hampered what Luke Fickell's wanted his offense to be there. So I like Wisconsin in that one. I like Illinois in that one, not Wisconsin. I'm sorry. I like Illinois in that one over Wisconsin. And then I like Illinois at home over Northwestern in the season. So that's how many
anyone. I like anyone over Northwestern.
Exactly. So that's how many? 2?
Yeah, I mean they could.
So 5 and 7.
So that would.
And what are they currently ranked right now?
4 and 1.
So they'd be a 9-win team.
Where do you see them being ranked in the top 25 if they can pull that off? They're already 22 now.
What's their overall record right now?
4 and 1.
So they'd be a 3-loss team. They'd be out of the playoffs.
Yeah, but they can still make top 25.
Unless it's another scenario like last year where there's somehow a 9-3 team fighting for a bubble spot. I don't see that happen. If that scenario were to happen again, I don't think it'd be Illinois. I feel like
it would be
Because if we're going
another
to be
Big
brutally
Ten.
honest,
Because let's be honest, that 3-loss team might be Penn State.
Exactly too. And I will say, if that's the case, and they're fighting for a bubble spot, and then we start talking resumes, if the rest of this schedule plays out the way we just went through, Illinois' best win is arguably going to be USC. And we're going to find out what USC is going to be the rest of this season. I don't know if I love USC as a playoff contender or a playoff team.
I mean, they're 4-1 now.
They are.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do you see? USC, you got some climbing to do.
Yeah.
Because not only did you just lose to Illinois,
They had Michigan at home.
but you in the Big Ten now. You're not in the Pac-12, whatever you were in. You got to host Michigan this week.
Yep.
No, not even this week. That's the 11th. So, what,
Bye
next
week.
next week?
Saturday.
Then you go to South Bend.
Yep.
Then you go to Nebraska.
Yep.
So what? 0-3?
They could beat Michigan at home.
1-2, 0-3.
Yeah.
Northwestern. Give USC the win. Iowa, who always has a great defense.
Still like USC. Iowa's offense is not going to keep up with USC's offense.
They don't need to if the defense can stop.
I don't think Iowa's defense will be enough to stop that.
Then they come to Eugene. And then they host UCLA. Not an easy schedule.
No.
Thankfully for them, they have the bye this week. After that loss, they get basically 2 weeks to get their heads right.
I mean, we're staring at least, 2 to 3 losses left on this schedule alone? Okay, I'm not going to say guaranteed losses.
I'm saying 3 or 4.
Exactly. We're saying at least that many
Notre
games where they're
Dame.
not going to be favored in.
Michigan, Notre Dame, Nebraska, and Oregon.
I think they'll get Michigan at home. I do. I don't think Bryce Underwood is going to be able to overcome a road environment like that.
Maybe not this year, but I'm loving what I'm seeing of that kid.
Mm-hmm.
And especially since he's my buddy's cousin. Like, hey, you go out there and ball. Just don't beat Oregon. You beat Oregon, we're going to have some beef. I don't know, maybe join the team. I know we don't need him. We got Dante Moore, who is playing phenomenal.
We're about to get into that one, too.
But if Dante Moore for some reason leaves, because he's what, sophomore?
He's a freshman.
Moore?
Yeah. I'm like 90% sure.
I thought he was a sophomore. If we could somehow have our quarterbacks going into next year, Dante Moore and Bryce Underwood, I'm sorry, no one's stopping us. We're going to have special packages for both of them.
Oh, no, he is a sophomore. My bad.
You had me lose my mind over here.
I thought he was a freshman for some reason.
No.
Okay.
Now, a team I want to talk about. My whole life on this planet Earth that we walk on, I've never seen Vandy as a good team.
No. I've never seen them relevant.
Well, they are now ranked 16th in the nation.
I would just like to say,
Just dropped
no.
55 on Utah.
No. I would just like to say, the fact that Vanderbilt has been on game day more recently, or will be on game day more recently than Purdue has, is sickening.
Don't get butthurt.
I am butthurt.
Yeah, when aren't you?
When it's basketball season and my team is good.
I was just about to say that, but I didn't want to take your thunder. I like their quarterback.
Diego Pavia.
And they got Stover, I think, is the tight end. He's arguably one of the top tight ends in the nation. Dude is 6'6", 6'7", 250, 260, and he's quick, huge, lengthy, and his hands are good. We'll be seeing him on Sundays here soon. Yeah. But yeah, Pavia.
I think he's the number one tight end.
Oh yeah. I mean, Pavia, he went 26 for 34, 321, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception, and then I'm just also going to carry the team in rushing yards. 9 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown. 6 total touchdowns. When have we seen Vandy put numbers up like they have this year? Undefeated. 45 to 3, 44 to 20, 31 to 7, 70 to 21 on Georgia State, which Georgia State's not good.
Dude, none of these games
55 to 35.
None of these games have been even remotely close.
No.
Or competitive.
So my question,
Vandy has blown everybody out.
for my question for you, sir. Can Vandy win the SEC this year?
No.
Why not? Georgia hasn't been playing great. Alabama hasn't been playing great.
Because here's the thing.
Who else is in the SEC that could be a contender besides those two? Not Florida.
I'm okay.
Maybe Tennessee?
I'm going to be brutally honest here. This is my hot take. I don't even want to say that because it's not even really a hot take. I don't think it's going to be Vandy solely on the fact of I think this is Vandy's ceiling. I don't think Vandy can get any better than they are this season. I think they'll gel together and mesh together.
They go to Bama.
I will say, I think Vandy is kind of at its ceiling. I don't think they have another gear that they can go to. And it's like you said, Bama hasn't played great. Georgia hasn't played great. Texas hasn't played great.
Tennessee is...
I think all of those teams still have another gear in them like Ohio State does.
But if Vandy can catch them on a beginning...
And that's the other thing that ties into it. It's like we've talked about in terms of Purdue football, in terms to Ohio State football. Vandy is not playing the same sport that Alabama is.
You're right. They're better than Bama right now.
Rankings-wise, yes.
Record.
That too. But
They're one of the few undefeated teams. You have to give them those props.
no, you absolutely do, and I'm not taking anything away from that.
Especially since they may lose the rest of their games looking at this schedule. Bama tomorrow. LSU,
LSU just lost all of
which that's actually at Vandy, so that's a plus for them. Then they also host Missouri. Then they go to Texas. Come back home, host Auburn, host Kentucky, and then finish the season with Tennessee in Tennessee. At least 2 to 3 wins right there. Missouri, Auburn, Kentucky. With how Texas is...
Maybe they could steal one. I think their most likely one of stealing one would probably be LSU.
LSU or Texas?
I don't know. It's tough.
Vandy's schedule is going to be very interesting to watch for the rest of the season.
But it's like I said, I don't think Vandy has another gear that they can go to. The way Alabama does, the way Georgia does, the way Texas does. I think those teams came out on social media game week against LSU that Lane Kiffin's daughter is dating starting linebacker Whit Weeks at LSU.
Yep, I saw that.
And Lane
And I
Kiffin
saw a video.
responded and said, "Take the over."
I saw a video on TikTok of her. She's like, "Hey, drive like 3 or 4 hours with me to go surprise my boyfriend." And I'm like, "Who is this chick?" So like, I start doing a deep dive, found that out, and the video ends with her like knocking on the door and opening it up, and it's just like a black room, and it's like, oh, okay. And then I did some more deep diving, trying to figure out who she was going to go see. And I saw it was an LSU player. Her, whatever team he's on. And it's like, oh, so she's going rogue. And, okay, that's going to be nice at holidays.
Glad that's not. Glad I don't. Ole Miss does get the win, 24-19. Was a really nice win over LSU. Now number 4. Indiana took down Iowa and Kennett 20-15. I did not watch anything from this game. I'm not happy that Indiana's ranked in the top 10 now. Whatever. Tennessee goes on the road to Starkville and gets the win over Mississippi State 41-34. Actually, a pretty decent game.
I can't tell if Mississippi State's good this year.
I can't.
And that's kind of what makes me wonder about Tennessee. Like,
Joey Aguilar has looked good though.
is that any relation to... Isn't there a Penn State quarterback that was Aguilar or something close to it? Wide out.
It did take down the number 7 Nittany Lions.
It did take 2 overtimes.
It did take 2 overtimes.
But hey, I don't care. Did you see on college? No, hold on. No.
Before anything gets said, let me just say, I do got to eat my crow on this one because I even said before the season started, I don't like Oregon in that environment. I took Penn State before this season even started in this game because of the environment. I said you have to spot the home team at least 10 points.
We forgive you, sir.
I got to eat my crow on it. I was wrong. All right. Get into it. The floor is yours. I know you've waited for this.
College game. Did you see all those signs our mascot was holding?
Yeah.
We may have the funniest mascot. I don't care. That may be a hot take. I don't care.
And it's Lee Corso's favorite mascot, so.
One was like a Philly cheesesteak would run from me or something. Someone in need of a Philly cheesesteak, Venmo the Oregon Duck. Like, I forget. Oh, what was that other one? I think I sent you a TikTok. It had like all the different signs that he had.
Yup.
And it was just like, bruh, you're literally just standing behind. And there was one sign. I forget what it said. Oregon Ducks holding it, right? Right behind, I think he was behind McAfee. He's holding the sign up. If you look to the Ducks' left, there's a sign with like a Nittany lion with a couple ducks and blood and stuff, and it's like it's duck hunting season or something. And I'm just looking at our mascot, looking at him, Looking at our mascot.
Oh.
I really thought our mascot's feisty. He doesn't care. I thought he was going to jump over the rail and just start beating that dude. The signs alone got me going before the game.
Yeah, they were pretty good Saturday, I will say.
And then to top it off, I went to the Auburn Fair with my family on Saturday. Had a blast. Didn't get to watch much of the game because I was there. But on the walk back to the vehicles, I had it pulled up. My wife, I think she kind of got a little annoyed with me. Really, you're watching football? Hey, it's my Ducks in Happy Valley, whiteout. Like, yes, I am watching this.
Oh, yeah.
And we got the win. As soon as the final popped up, I closed out of it. Like, and I was so hyped. Like, because you can vouch, I was even scared of that game because I know how that environment is.
And you were up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter.
I did not know that.
I don't want to say late.
I did not know that. So, because I started watching it in overtime. There was maybe like 30 seconds to a minute left at end of regulation when I was starting to watch it on the walk back to the vehicles.
It kind of hurt me a little bit because part of me wanted to see Penn State pull it out to end the narrative, but it kind of hurt me a little bit when Thieneman was the one that intercepted that.
Yeah, I was about to ask you. Thank you, Purdue, for that boy, because that boy is a ball hawk.
Congratulations, I suppose.
You're making me feel bad. It's not my fault your team let him walk. It's not my fault your team sucks.
You know, okay, let me explain it like this. You know the person where you know those situations where like you're like kind of salty about something and you want the other person to know about it so they like care, but like you don't want to like bluntly
Toxic?
tell them. Yeah.
You're trying to be toxic right now.
So you're just kind of sitting, so kind of like this when you know you're just kind of like, congratulations, I suppose. But like deep down, you're like, I miss you. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, let's be honest. Purdue's football season's over.
No, it's not.
Purdue's football season is over.
I mean, very honestly, there is a very reasonable path. Purdue could go 3 out of 4 in October alone. They could get Illinois tomorrow because that's only an 8.5 point spread. They'll get Northwestern on the road. They could get Minnesota in Minneapolis, and they have Rutgers at home. That's just October.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm saying 2-2 at worst. I'm saying 3-1 at best. Wow. Yes, I can. I just can't be there.
You know you can't.
No. No, I can't. No.
That's a little inside thing.
Same with basketball.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Neither did I.
Oh.
Anyway.
All right. Let's move on.
Let's keep this train rolling because it's starting to get late. Now I'm not in a good mood. Keep this show rolling. I'm not happy now.
Dante Moore against Penn State went 29 for 39, 248 and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, all right. So
Life sucks.
Bama beat Georgia.
Yay.
I am sorry. I truly am sorry. I really did not think about the basketball scenario.
No, I didn't either until that got said. Oh my god.
Hey, at least it's probably be like a month.
I might cry all over again.
Please don't. All right, this week we got Virginia and BYU.
That's actually on tonight. West Virginia and BYU is on tonight at 10:30.
In 2 minutes. Oh wow.
Yes, sir. Do we got the TV working now?
Figure it out. Iowa State goes to Cincinnati. Illinois goes to Purdue. Kentucky goes to Georgia. It's weird seeing Georgia ranked 12.
Just like it was weird seeing Bama ranked 12.
Wisconsin goes to Michigan. Virginia, freshly ranked number 24th, goes to Louisville. Texas goes down to Gainesville. Vandy goes to Bama. Boise State, I believe for the first time, goes to South Bend, right?
Is that the first time?
I think so. Hold on. Hold on. Let me Saturday showdown between Boise State and Notre Dame will mark the third time two teams meet in a non-conference regular season matchup the year after both programs earned a college football berth. Okay, so it's actually just the third time that they have played. And
What is?
oh, these are just percentages. I was like, if it's just the third time they've played, where there's so many. Hold on, when did Boise State become a team? Because right here is the start of Boise State. 1888 Notre Dame. Did I say 1 and 2? No head coach in 1888. 1889 Notre Dame. 1-0. If anyone has a margin win, but Penn State goes to UCLA. Kent State goes to Oklahoma. Texas Tech goes to Houston. Mississippi State goes to Texas A&M. Minnesota goes into Ohio State. Minnesota has a couple players I actually don't mind. I want to say their quarterback has been playing decently. And then to wrap up the top 25 games, you got Miami and Florida taking on Florida State. How do you think Florida State is going to come out after that upset loss? Do you think they'll be able to handle business against Miami, or at least keep it close? Do you think they can get back in the winning?
I think they'll keep it close. I don't know if I like Florida State, or if I can see Florida State beating Miami even at home. Because here's the thing. That win over Alabama week 1 for Florida State honestly kind of looks more and more like a fluke every week. Because Bama does not look like that team anymore. And granted, Florida State has also gotten better, I will say. Not to take anything away from them. But, like I said, that win over Alabama week 1 looks more and more like a fluke every week. And I will give them their props for winning that game. Florida State absolutely went out there and won that football game. There's no question about that. They went out there and they punched Alabama in the mouth. Punched them in the mouth. They absolutely deserved to win that football game. And they did. They went out there and they won it. They took the fight to Bama and they came out on top. So I will absolutely give them their flowers for that. But Alabama does not look like that same team anymore. They just don't. They look so much better. They look like a football team that's improved week to week. And that says something. Miami is also in that same conversation. They get better week to week. Miami, honestly, right now, you could really make an argument between Miami and Ohio State for the number 1 spot. I think you really could. And I think a lot of people would say the same thing. Miami's good. They're good.
Screw Miami and screw you, because you just stoned them over us.
I'm just saying what I've seen with the eye test, okay?
The eye test, we would beat both of them.
Carson Beck has looked so good.
So has Dante Moore.
Yes, he has. Not going to take anything away from that. But also coming off an elbow surgery, he's looked good. I like Miami over Florida State, even in Tallahassee.
I agree.
I think that is
It's just so
dangerous
weird
team.
to see a quarterback wearing 47. And the fact that he had 98 rushing yards against Colorado last week with 179 passing yards. Bear Beckmeyer or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, he's been balling out though.
He has. He sure has.
It's an odd jersey number, but alright. That about does it for college football.
It's gonna be a great weekend of football games. And we got BYU and West Virginia going right now too, so I think that's our cue to jump over to the NFL now.
Whoa.
You got one more?
I got one thing.
Okay.
Kind of touching back onto Penn State. I saw this after the game when we beat them. James Franklin's record against top 6 teams since 2016. Go ahead and take a wild guess.
Oh, I've seen this. It's like 0-16 or 20. 0-15. Yeah.
Yep. 0-15. James Franklin, one of the people say best college
I mean, arguably, yes, because here's the thing. They do beat the teams that they're supposed to beat.
Supposed to, yes.
And that's the concerning thing, and James Franklin has addressed this, especially after the game against Oregon. They do not win the games against equal competition, where they line up on the line of scrimmage and the talent is equated on both sides.
Well, listen to this part. James Franklin at Penn State against top 5 opponents, 1-15.
Yep.
Against top 10 opponents, 4-21.
Yep.
Top 25 opponents. Hey, 500, 15 out of 30.
Yep.
Or 15 and 30.
Yep.
You ready for this one? Against Michigan and Ohio State alone, 4-17.
Yeah.
James Franklin, you got to go, my boy. Like,
And when was the last time Penn State beat either Ohio State or Michigan?
I have no idea.
Unless they beat Michigan previously that I'm blanking on, the last win that I remember was the Big Ten championship year for them in 2016 when Grant Haley blocked the there goes when Grant Haley blocked the Ohio State field goal and ran it back for 6. But it's like I said, I think that's the biggest red flag. James Franklin addressed it in the postgame. He even said, it's not a narrative when the data backs it up. It's true. Penn State cannot win the games where the talent is equated on both sides. And I wouldn't even call them upset games, because there have been games that Penn State's been favored in big games and should have won. I mean, there's a stat that out of every team
From October.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Hold
on, I'm not done.
I got somewhat of an answer.
I'm not done. I'll give it back to you in a second.
Well, quit throwing your bottle in.
My bad, FL. Anyway, there's a stat that out of every team since the college football playoff first started in 2015, in the 4-team playoff, if any team has made it or would have made it, or no team would have made it more if it was an expanded playoff than Penn State. Penn State has been the team in the country that has missed out on the playoffs the most out of anybody since the playoff started. So
Hold up. How did you get the ball?
that's why I think it is a concern. Everything you just gave was either a 500 record or a losing record in terms of James Franklin. They do struggle to win the big game. They do struggle to win games where talent is equated on both sides, where they line up on the line of scrimmage and their talent is the same as their talent. And that's a problem. Granted, yes, like I said, Penn State wins the games that they're supposed to. They very rarely, if ever, lose a game that they're not supposed to lose against an inferior opponent. I don't remember the last time Penn State did that. But the fact that they can't get over that hump yet, and they haven't, I think that is kind of concerning a little bit.
It is. The last time it looks like Penn State beat Ohio State was the 16-17.
Told you.
24-21.
Told you.
And then for against Michigan.
Yep.
Last time they met was 23.
Doing a great job over there.
2020, 27-17 was the last time Penn State beat Michigan.
So that was before Michigan went on the 4-year tear of beating Ohio State and winning the Big Ten title.
So that's what 2016, 2017 for Penn State beating Ohio State, and then 2020 they beat. Well, actually, Penn State's beat Michigan 17, 19, and 20. So they have Michigan's number here lately.
Not the last couple of years.
3 out of the 4 wins are against Michigan.
I mean, yeah, but not since COVID.
They also
Michigan went 2-4 that season.
They also do they play this year? If not, that's going to be 2 years in a row that they haven't played. Because the last time they played was in
They
23.
play at Ohio State.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I know Purdue goes to play Michigan. That's about it. What are...
No, they do not play Michigan.
Okay.
So, Penn State has UCLA, Northwestern, Iowa, Ohio State, Indiana, Michigan State, Nebraska, and Rutgers.
They'll be favored in a majority of those games.
Yep, so that's all I had. James Franklin.
Yeah.
Found that very interesting for someone that some people say is arguably the best coach in college football, or one of them. Play calling wise,
Master.
absolutely. He comes up with some phenomenal play calls. What's the word I'm looking for?
Distributing.
No.
Facilitating. Scheming.
Misdirection. Like a lot of plays, it seems like they're gonna do something like to the right, but
Like
it's
eye
actually
candy.
cutting back to the left or something.
Like they're doing eye candy, like pre-snap movement.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
And misdirections,
Yeah.
like running back misdirections, counters, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, and then he has a whole bunch of trick plays up his sleeve. So
So I think that
that wraps up college. Unless you had anything else.
nope, I think that's our cue to transition over to the NFL, which was a pretty good slate of games on Sunday.
Yep, last
I
Thursday.
again watched none of this.
Cool.
I was working.
It'll be quick. Last Thursday, Seattle beat Cardinals with a
I watched the first half of that.
walk-off field goal, 23-20.
Yeah, I watched the first half.
Vikings beat the Steelers over, Steelers beat the Vikings. I think that was in Dublin, 24-21. Sunday morning football, which I believe we have a London game this Sunday morning.
I think so.
Falcons beat the Commanders. Giants Titans 26-0. My Eagles beat Tampa in Tampa. The week before against the Rams, we had 2 blocked field goals. 1 ran back for a touchdown. Well, this week against Tampa, they said, screw blocking field goals. Let's block a punt and then return that for a touchdown. Pick! BYU going the other way. Stiff arm. Ooh.
Probably be a horse collar.
I don't know. That was... Yep, there it is.
Anyway, back on track.
Hey, that was a beautiful pick.
That was loud as hell, too.
I just so happened to look up and I saw the DB flying down.
This ain't even your teams. What you yelling that loud for? It's about 11 o'clock, man.
Honestly, look, short little 3-4 yard comeback route, and he just jumped it perfectly. And honestly, if I had to root for one of these teams, I'd be rooting for West Virginia.
Anyway, back to the NFL.
My grandpa's from West Virginia.
Fair enough.
So, and plus, he's the one that got me into West Virginia when I was younger. And I appreciate him for that because I got to watch Geno Smith, Tavon Austin, Dedmon Bailey, and all that fantastic 2 years. So, yeah, Eagles beat the Bucks. Patriots putting up 42 against the Panthers. The Bills beat the Saints. The Lions beat the Browns. Jags beat the Niners. Rams beat the Colts. Bears block a game-winning field goal and hold off to beat the Raiders 25-24. Kansas City beat the Ravens. Packers and Cowboys had overtime, but it ends in a tie at 40 apiece.
Yeah.
Dolphins beat the Jets. Tyreek Hill. Did he tear his ACL? Whole bunch of stuff.
I almost thought it was a hyperextension the way it looked.
No, I saw a picture of like when he was on the ground. His knee was all messed up.
Yeah. People are saying he might have ended his career.
The crazy thing is, Mans looked happy being carted off. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He had he was clapping
and
laughing, big smile. And then I saw a video on TikTok of someone driving on the road. He's in the back of the ambulance doing this. So he was smiling like on his phone, FaceTime,
taking
live,
a selfie.
whatever. Dude was having fun with it. You think he wants out of Miami?
No. Well, probably.
He doesn't want to play with them.
Yeah, I don't know what he was all hyped up like that for, but
And then the
that was a
Broncos
scary injury.
beat the Bengals. And then last night, 26-23 in overtime, the Niners beat the Rams. Excellent.
Yeah, it was a great game last night.
And then Sunday morning, you got the Vikings and the Browns. Sunday afternoon, Jets and Cowboys in New York. Giants go to New Orleans. Raiders go to Indy. Dolphins go to Carolina. Broncos come to Philly. Texans go to Baltimore. Titans go to Arizona. Bucks go to Seattle. Lions go to Cincinnati. Commanders go out to the Chargers. Patriots goes to the Bills. And Chiefs on Monday night play the Jaguars. Should have some good games. Probably have some blowouts. What I want to know, and I'm kind of irritated by it, fantasy-wise. Lamar Jackson's out for Sunday's game. The Ravens are not looking good.
No.
1-3 on the season. Their defense in fantasy has only got me 6 points this past week. They were -2.
Yeah. I don't know.
What is going on in Baltimore?
I have no idea.
Their defense is just choking.
Their offense is stalling. And they have so many pieces back from last year. They have so many good
You
rookie
got
pieces.
one of arguably the best quarterbacks in Lamar Jackson, dual threat.
You got arguably one of the best safeties in Kyle Hamilton.
One of the best running backs in King Henry. If he can catch the ball, you got arguably one of the best tight ends in Mark Andrews. You got a good wide receiver core. D-Hop, Zay Flowers, Bateman.
Yeah.
Like, your O-line's good. Your defense is good. They just can't hold a lead.
No. Or they get penalized.
Baltimore needs to figure this out.
They do.
Because,
this has not been a problem before.
they are a 3-game loss team right now. They can't lose no more if they want to do something. The AFC is very competitive.
Yeah.
The Vandy and Bama, this is on the TV. Last meeting, October 5th, 2024. Vandy beat Alabama, number 1 at the time, Alabama, 40-35. First win in 61 games, I said.
Some ranked team or something. No, I don't know. They got to get this figured out soon because this has not been a problem before, and Lamar Jackson is too good.
No, he's not even playing this week.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying Lamar Jackson is too good for this many issues to be had on offense. And I'm not saying Lamar Jackson is responsible for all of them. That's not what I'm saying.
No, against Buffalo, Henry fumbled when all he had to do was hold on to the ball, kill clock. They would have won that game. Hubbard. Is he any relation to Chuba Hubbard from the Panthers?
I don't know.
He plays running back. Ooh.
I think the
94
Bucks,
gave him a good hit.
I think the Bucks Seahawks are really interesting to watch.
I love Seattle's defense. I've said it about every week. They're just so young, but quick.
Yeah. It reminds me of Legion of Boom all over again.
I mean, feel sorry for the NFC West.
I am just saying.
So, well, I think that. Oh. You see this?
I can't see it. The mic's in the way. Just read it.
Christy Nome, I think is how you pronounce her last name, torches NFL as quote-unquote weak. Vows ICE will show up at the Super Bowl amid Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I don't love that Super Bowl halftime thing. I don't love that at all.
No.
That's awful. You could have picked anybody better.
Even NFL's Taylor Lennon explains the quote-unquote mistake of naming Bad Bunny halftime performance.
Yeah, not a great choice by the league. That was really bad.
Christy Nome vows that the NFL, quote-unquote, won't be able to sleep at night after Super Bowl halftime performance.
Dude, this is not going to be good. This, I can already tell, is going to be the worst performance in Super Bowl history. I can already see it.
Nome was asked about her message to the NFL, quote, they suck and will win. Quote, they won't be able to sleep at night because they don't know what they believe and they're so weak. We'll fix it. End quote. Are we going to see Bad Bunny get arrested or detained at halftime and be pushed out?
I have no idea. I don't love the pick. I think you could have picked anybody better than that.
Quote, we'll be all over the place. We're going to enforce the law. You shouldn't be coming to the Super Bowl unless you are a law-abiding American citizen. End quote. That to me is a little too far.
I don't want to comment on that.
This is my first time seeing this. That's the only reason why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah, I'm leaving that alone. I'm not even going to watch that.
You type in NFL news. That first four things. First four articles.
Well, you got the injury report. And then Malik Neighbors is on there.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't have it up right now.
I know the last time we saw it, we were talking about Nick Bosa and Najee Harris.
We'll start with Vikings and Cleveland. Vikings out. J.J. McCarthy. Right tackle. Left guard. Center. Off. Outside linebacker. Questionable. Fullback. Tight end. Outside linebacker. Browns out. Defensive tackle. Questionable. Right tackle. Corner. Texans out. DN, D tackle, safety. Ravens, Lamar. Fullback. OT. Raquan Smith. Corner are out. Receiver, Ronnie Stanley, Kyle Hamilton are questionable. Dolphins have a receiver and DB out. That's a receiver that's not Tyreek Hill. Chad Wilson. Panthers got a running back, tight end, deep tackle, corner out. Defensive end, defense tackle, outside linebacker, questionable. Raiders, questionable. Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, Eric Stokes. So two of their tight ends are questionable. Colts have a running back, Alec Pierce, Kenny Moore, Daniel Scott out, and a defensive end, questionable. Tyrone Tracy's doubtful for the Giants. Dexter Lawrence, Flanagan, Foles are questionable. I just want to skip over the Saints because they're not good. CeeDee Lamb's out. Their rookie quarterback is out. Their rookie guard is out. Left tackle's out. Malik Hooker's out. Kobe Dean for the Eagles is out. Tight end for the Broncos is out.
Cardinals got their entire team out.
No, just one person.
That's shocking because they were missing quite a few against Seattle.
Doubtful. Left guard. They got a lot of people. Questionable. Bucky Irving. That's a big hit for me on fantasy. He's out. Mike Evans is out. Another big hit for me on fantasy. Seahawks. Few defensive players. tackles in the league right now. And that's really about it. There's no injuries for the Chiefs and Jaguars game, so we got some good football coming up this week, and let's just be ready to watch a lot of good football. We will be talking about it when we come back. I come back. We'll figure it out. But to end the show, I'm going to give it back to Brennen. He's got something he wants to tell you guys. And after that, we'll be out. And, yeah. So, Brennen, the floor is yours, good sir.
Yeah, so we're gonna be ending the show on a little bit of a somber note tonight. Not really breakaway touchdown for BYU. There's that. Yeah, so like I said, we'll be ending the show kind of on a, I guess you could say, sour note tonight. So like Logan said, and kind of alluded to earlier in the show, it has been a pretty chaotic week this week. Found out that I'll be having heart surgery, so that will be happening at the night we're recording this will be about a week and a half. So it'll be on October 15th. My birthday is also on Tuesday, and next week is also a very busy week. So we'll try to get another episode in with me. If we can't, this will be my last recording that I do before the surgery and post-recovery. Because I won't really be able to do much during recovery. So this will all be going down, like I said, at the time we're recording this, will be happening in about a week and a half. So I'll be stepping away from the show for a little bit, so I can have this procedure done and recover and get back healthy and come back stronger. And, I want to say I'm stressing out and freaking out, which I am, and I think everybody involved with this is with me. It's not anything that I've not been told my entire life, so the shock factor is not really there, but the stress is still always there. And it's like my mom said last night, there's a village behind my girlfriend and I that's stepping up to bat for us while I'm down and out, and her parents are doing a lot, my parents are doing a lot, and the amount of outpouring support and love has been really overwhelming to me, and seeing everybody willing to drop everything on a dime to either want to be there or help me out when I get back, it really does mean the world to me. So it is a lot easier to go through this knowing that I'm not going through it alone. So everybody that's involved with it, I do really thank them, and I'm forever grateful. But yeah, so I will be stepping away from the show. Like I said, we'll try to get an episode in next week. Don't know how possible it'll be, especially that close to surgery day and prepping for that and everything. So if that's not the case, like I said, this will be my last night recording until I come back from recovery, which, like I said, at minimum could be 6 weeks. It could be longer. We'll see what the doctors say and everything like that.
And if you guys ever want to reach out to him, I mean, I put his social media in on the description when I go post this episode, or any of our Ready Football social media. He runs the TikTok, so you can always direct message him on there, see how he's doing.
At Ready Football Pod.
So if you want to reach out, Ready Football Pod TikTok probably be the easiest way, or just comment on the video and he'll see it, or I'll see it and I'll let him know. But yeah, I mean, this is a real hard time for him. He does have a village behind him, and I know that everything's going to be good. So
Yep, I'm going to come back stronger from it. I'm going to kick recovery's ass, and I'll be twice as good by the time I come back. But like I said, the stress and the fear are still there. Absolutely. You and I talked earlier before the show started about it. There's been a lot of tears shed this week from everybody involved, and a lot of fear, a lot of stress, which, like I said, isn't really anything new to me. I've been told this my entire life. It's just a normal for me. So it's now at a point where they feel like surgery is necessary to step in. So I will be in the hospital in total for about 2 weeks, and then we'll be back home. So it'll be a pretty lengthy process. Not really the most fun to be walking through, but it is necessary. And I have the utmost faith in the surgeons and the doctors. I'm going to the best possible place that I can go to have this done at the Cleveland Clinic. I've got such a strong faith in God that I'm going to be in His hands during the surgery and during the recovery, and we're hoping and praying for everything to just go smoothly, and the transition to be easy. I'm hoping to be back from this soon. I'm hoping the 6 weeks don't feel like 6 weeks, because I'm gonna miss sitting down talking ball every week. This is honestly one of my passions to do. So the fact I gotta step away for this long is not fun, I will say. So yeah, like I said, that's the note that we're gonna end it on. Logan will still be here. He'll have a fill-in spot for me while I'm out. Thank you everybody for listening to me and Logan talk every night or every Monday night about football and ramble about sports, because this is one of our favorite things to sit down and do. We're just so grateful for you guys. We're grateful for the show and what we've been able to build here, and we're excited to keep this thing growing and see where it can take off to. So
I'm gonna try to hold the fort down while
Yes,
you're
sir.
gone. Speedy recovery.
Yep.
But not too quick. So, like I told you, your seat's not going anywhere. So,
Nope.
as soon as you're able to, we will happily welcome you back, open
Yep.
arms, because football's better with friends.
Absolutely.
I mean,
it really is.
So it won't be the same without you. But I know I'll get through it. You'll get through it. You'll get stronger, healthier, better. You're gonna do what you do and kick its butt and be back in this chair before no time. So
Bet on that.
with that being said, we'll let you guys go.
Yep, that's going to wrap up tonight.
Thank you, Brennen, for letting the listeners know, giving them.
Could just up and dip. Couldn't do that. I can't do an Irish goodbye. That'd be rude. They deserve to know. They helped build this show. They helped build this show too.
All right, we're gonna end it right there.
I think so.
You guys have a good one. Ready Football out. like we always say, make sure you watch football with a friend. It's always better with a friend. And yeah, hope your guys' team get the win, unless you're playing either my Oregon Ducks or my Eagles. Otherwise, I don't like you this weekend. Screw you. My team's going to come out. So,
see you guys.
Wish we could say the same about Purdue.
All right. And